Hey, everybody. Hi, guys. Long time no see. Hey, everybody. Hey, I'm so happy to be here, guys. Thank you guys for showing up. I know it's a weird time. I was trying to come online during a time. Hi, everybody. I was trying to come on here during, I guess, like a time that would work for everybody. I know I have a lot of viewers over in the UK, and I think they may be in bed right now. I'm not sure. But hello, everybody. So let me start at the top here so I can personally say hi to everyone. I'm so excited, you guys. I'm a little nervous, though. Is that weird? I guess it's because it's been about a month, a little over a month since I've been here. So weird. I'm a little nervous, but there's my bestie. Hi, bestie. Hi, Aggie. Oh, I am a real Ginger's here. Yes. Hi. Oh my goodness. We've got Robin Ames here. Awesome Blossoms here. Robin, I just got something for you. Hold on one second. What a lovely day is here. Yay, stormy sky, Julia. Oh my goodness, Trish Lyons. Jenny's here. Tammy's here. Shell Rock's here. Beachcomber's here. Hey, everybody. I'm so happy to see you guys. Thank you guys for showing up for me today. Thank you. Hi, Ginger Bell. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me write down the numbers here. I'm trying to keep track here. So, Trish Lyons wants 55. Robin, like literally as soon as I spoke your name, I feel like there's something, you're probably going to get your number pulled. Julia has 47. Stormy, I'm so happy to see you guys. 71. I have everybody else. Blossom, 19. And I got Shirley with 69, Aggie with 22, I'm a Real Ginger with 99, Robin with 66, What a Lovely Day with 23, and Beachcomber wants 62. Okay. And Ginger Bell is, where'd you go? 26. Okay. Yes, I'm so happy to be back here. Oh, Tammy is 44. I almost feel like a 4 is really significant for you, Tammy. Almost like a life path number. 4 is like home, family, structure, foundation. That really resonates for you, that number 4. Oh my goodness. Okay. Before I pull any numbers, you guys, first of all, hey everybody. Thank you guys for being here for me, and thank you guys for having so much patience with me. As you guys know, my son passed away, transitioned. I don't even like the word passed away. Passed away is so wrong. Transitioned about a month and a week ago. It was very unexpected. I'm not going to go into detail about what happened that night. I'm not ready for that yet, but it was very traumatic. It was very unexpected. My son actually, before I came on here and said anything about it, I wanted to wait until I got the toxicology reports. I wanted to wait until I got the cause of death. You know, my son struggled with addiction, and so I wasn't sure if, he had a 3-year sobriety period, so I wasn't sure what to think. So, and we did get his toxicology results back. We got his cause of death, which is STEMI. So this is like a massive heart attack, and he had all of the right levels of the medications he was on in his system. So it was, my son had heart problems and 31 years old. So it has been life-changing. I was worried at first. I can see you, Shirley. Yes. I was worried at first that the low vibration that I became in the midst of all this was going to mess up my connection. And I didn't know if I was going to still keep doing this, you guys, but I put that into the hands of my guides, into the hands of the source creator, into the hands of my angels. And my son is now one of those angels. So he has been coming through loud and clear. He's been telling me for a while, you guys, I kind of dragged my feet on a little bit. Hi, Margie. So nice to see you. Okay, Margie, if you want to pick a number, go ahead and pick a number. Thank you, Ginger. Thank you so much. My son told me it's time to get back to work, and I've been dragging my feet a little bit, but he did say that it is time. He says it's time to go to do the work, and he's going to help me. So Margie, yes, 66 is taken. Right? Yes, Robin has 66. Shirley, are you asking me if I can see you? I can see you. Okay. So before I start, I'm just getting a lot of things. Okay, before I start, let's look at a few crystals. Okay, I'm going to show you guys some of the crystals that I've been working with to help kind of get through this really rough time for me. And I'm going to tell you guys something. A few months ago, I came on here during a live, and I said to you guys that I was experiencing like a mass exodus in my life of individuals. I was telling you guys, a lot of people are leaving my life. A lot of people are no longer resonating, no longer on the same path. A lot of people who've been in my life for many, many years, including my child. So I've had a lot of people exiting from my life. I've had new people coming, but I have lost 3 family members in 1 month. My son started it, and then my younger sister's son-in-law. So her daughter and her daughter's husband got into a car accident, and her daughter survived, but her daughter's husband did not survive. And then I have a little cousin who passed away on Super Bowl. Sorry about the passed away. I've got to stop saying that. Transition on Super Bowl Sunday. So it has been a really hard time for my family right now. And like I said, it's continuing in that energetic direction where just a lot of people are just exiting. And that hurts. That hurts. And that is enough to really cause a hiccup in your soul growth if you let it. And I'm somebody who I just believe in what I do. I believe in who I am and what I do. And I allowed myself to do deep grieving. I needed that in the beginning, the deep grieving. And when you're doing deep grieving, you're sitting in a pretty low vibration, right? I'm not going to bring that here to you guys. So that's why I've been a while since I've been here. But what happens when you sit in that deep grieving for very long is you can get stuck in it. And it can become an energetic trap. So what do? What do I always do? I turn to my crystals, my intuition and my crystals. And so there's a few I've been working with to kind of, hi, Jessie May. There's a few I've been working with to try to help pull me back up out of this low vibration. And it's really working. It's something that we all should be doing, regardless of whether or not we're losing people or we're struggling with soul growth or our pathway. We should all be spending at least 1 hour a day. Hi, Roberta. Thank you. We should all be spending at least 1 hour a day with ourselves and only ourselves. So this is meditation, whatever, affirmations in the mirror, doing art, letting your creative juices flow, just being with yourself with no distractions, no telephone, no internet, we should all be spending about 1 hour a day with ourselves. And if you can, you should start your day that way, with a clean slate, right? And not bringing forth any energies from yesterday or whatever into the day by cleaning the slate with 1 hour of just alone time. So this is something I do every day. That's kind of how I start my day. And in that, I'm doing meditations. So here are some of the crystals. And of course, I always have a quartz. So this is a given. Here are some of the crystals I've been working with. let me get the info up here real quickly. All right. So I know that I've got a couple friends on here who actually deal with the same condition that I do, which my condition is called MS, relapsing remitting MS, multiple sclerosis. Okay. And I did a lot of research when I was decided to become a crystal practitioner on how I could heal myself as the example, you know. Hi, Karen Danielle. Hi, Peggy. Okay, Peggy wants. Is there a 63 available? Yes, Peggy gets a 63. Do you have a number, Karen? So, if you have MS, well, specifically if you have MS, this is a fantastic, fantastic stone. Margie wants 80. And what it is this is orange calcite. So this is a little orange pumpkin, okay? And this is a palm stone that I use a lot to work with. So orange calcite, very, very, Jessie May wants 40. Oh, Karen wants 44. I think someone got 44. Tammy has 44. Karen, can you pick a different one? And Jessie wants 42. No problemo. Okay. Very affordable. This is on the lower end. Let me get you, Jenny, with 80. Wait. Okay, Jenny. Oh, 80 was taken? Okay. Karen, 66 is taken. Just Robin, could I please have 54? Yes, ma'am. Okay. So, Karen, can you pick a different number, honey? Because 66 was already taken. And also 80 was taken. So 80 is Margie, right? Just making sure. Okay. Anyways, let's get back to what I was saying. So the orange calcite, very affordable stone, extremely affordable. This is on the cheaper end, but also very, very powerful. So metaphysically speaking, with these, it helps with the immune system. So like when you have MS, that's your immune system that's taking a hit, and you like, I have a very slow immune system, so it works, but it's just very slow. This is a big kicker. So this helps with the immune system. It also helps with healing like emotional wounds. So like deep grieving, right? It helps with that. It helps release trauma. So if you're having trauma, if you're sitting in the energy of trauma. So I will say, I absolutely have PTSD from what happened. I'm not gonna define myself by that, just like I don't define myself because I have MS, but there's absolutely been some deep trauma from the night that it happened. And for like the first couple of weeks, I literally relived it every day. And it was like my body had a physical reaction every single time I relived it. My body had a literal physical reaction. So there were certain things that happened during the process of his transition. And when it gets to that part, like it has to play all the way through in my mind. It's like I relive it, has to play all the way through. There's no stopping it. And I'm not supposed to suppress it. I'm supposed to let it play through. But my body has like a physical reaction to the different things that happen. Like I feel my body jerk and it's just crazy. So that's some pretty deep trauma, right? Hi, Taurus girl. Taurus girl wants 56. Do we have 56? We do. I'm so happy you're here. So happy to see all of you. So promotes emotional balance and inner peace. That helps a lot when you're dealing with deep grief. Helps with the self-confidence, self-esteem. This crystal, it feels like it just kind of like nurtures the love energy, right? So it just kind of like, it builds like a love energy. It kind of builds on it, if that makes any sense. Also, it enhances communication, encourages forgiveness, promotes empathy and understanding between individuals, and it may dispel negativity and encourage a sense of positivity and well-being. So I will say, it does encourage a sense of positivity and well-being. All of those things, yes, it does. I don't know about dispelling negativity. This wouldn't be a go-to for that for me, but it does state that in here. So orange calcite is a type of orange colored calcite, which is derived from the calcite family of minerals. Calcite is the primary mineral to be found in rock formations, such as limestone and stalagmites. So it is like a primary mineral, so it's very common. Oops, wrong one. So here's what it does physically. I told you it helps with the immune system. It helps with the reproductive system, gallbladder issues, helps with skin or intestinal complaints, improves the immune system, stimulates metabolism, strengthens the heart, encourages blood clotting, helps heal tissue and bone, supports healthy digestion, increases energy levels, and aids in detoxification. So that's the physical healing properties of orange calcite. All right, so that's that one. And I've been working with this a lot, you guys, a lot. Apache Tears is the best, like obsidian. Yes, I'm going to show you what I use to dispel negativity in a minute. But first, I'm going to show you a really, really rare one. Karen wants 11 or 22. Okay, so 22 is taken. So I will give you 11, Karen. 11, that's a good number. 11. That's justice and balance and harmony. Okay. I'm going to show you guys a really rare crystal. I am in love with this, and I've been working with this a lot. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this before. It's very rare. You're not going to find this very often in your crystal shops. I just came across a piece that I was just like, what is that? I have to have that. So this is actually called red amethyst. Very rare. And now I'm going to throw it at you. So that's red amethyst. Okay, so red amethyst is a gemstone that occurs naturally with regular amethyst that accidentally mixes with hematite. So the amethyst with the red hematite offers a unique stone with a deep red hue. Red amethyst stone is found in a number of different destinations on Earth, Brazil, Siberia, Sri Lanka, and Far East. So it is natural. A lot of times with amethyst, though, men can alter it. They can alter it by heating it up. They can turn it a green and a yellow. They call that ametrine. They can turn it those colors. Okay. This is not that. This has not been altered. This has not been heated up. This is a natural, very rare, naturally occurring type thing. Okay. It is said there aren't a lot of amethyst deposits in the world that have the ability to produce amethyst, red amethyst in abundance. Hematite and iron usually not found in large enough quantities that they're able to affect the entire contents of a single crystal cavity. So very, very rare. Red amethyst with its addition of hematite is a crystal cluster that brings the amethyst the additional energy of courage, tenacity, inner strength, romance, and passion. It heals the root chakra and the crown chakra, which are the two chakras you're going to be working with when it comes to deep grief, right? Especially when you're grieving like your child. And this one really is supposed to help with repairing the damage that those deep wounds can do energetically. Because, deep grieving, you can actually feel like you've passed it, but it leaves an energetic like scar that when we experience it, that we have to constantly work on. It's not something we're like, okay, that one's done, now let's move on. It leaves an energetic scar that you have to constantly tend to. So that is something I've learned. Okay. The last one I'm going to show you guys is amazing. And this is the one I was just saying that I work with this one to dispel negativity. So between the happy, positive, high vibe that this brings, and this also, working with physical properties, I've got the golden sheen obsidian. So this is black obsidian with a golden sheen. So I decided to bring the snake because 2025 is the year of the snake. So that's why I brought him in. So golden sheen obsidian is believed by crystal practitioners to be particularly suitable for scrying. I don't know if any of you guys do any of that kind of stuff. I don't. That's just a form of divination. Some people do. I've never been into that. I've never been interested or drawn to do any of that. But they do use the golden sheen black obsidian for scrying if you do that. It is thought to be ideal for balancing energy fields and releasing the ego. The reflective nature of obsidian makes it one of the first stones used in self-reflective meditation, internal growth, self-understanding. The stone is not thought to give energy, okay? But it helps the seekers discover where the healing needs to happen. So it doesn't actually provide the energetic healing. It tells you where that it guides the energy to the place that needs to be healed, if that makes sense. So you guys, these three, if you're dealing with any kind of deep grief, trauma, these three, they're working for me. So we'll just say that. If they work for me, they'll work for you. You just got to believe. And always add the quartz in there to boost and amplify your crystals. Okay, guys, that's the crystals. Let me get my number generator up here. Okay. So let's do some incense real quickly. How is everybody doing? Taurus Girl says, oh my God, I love the snake. Last year, I had a lot of snake dreams. Oh, you were probably being prepared for this year then. So you probably have some big changes, some big growth that's going to be happening for you this year, Taurus, because that was a preparation. If you were having a lot of dreams about snakes, because this is the year of the snakes. So that makes sense to me. Yeah, so you're probably going to receive some big healing this year. 2025 is going to be life-changing for so many people. So my son was born on the last day of the year. So he transitioned on the 6th, and which was 1 week after his birthday, just less than 1 week. So he finished out 2024. And I feel that feels very significant to me. Timing feels like a huge factor. It does, because I know I'm going to undergo some big spiritual growth in 2025. I've been saying it for a couple of years. Like, this is going to be a big year for me. I didn't know exactly what all I was in store for. I didn't know that it was because my son was going to transition into the spirit realm and actually be my team helping me from there. That's huge. Okay. 2025 is going to be very big, life-changing for a lot of us. I do feel like there's some kind of a big, okay, so Robin, I'm hearing that you are receiving messages, but you're working with your intuition, or you're thinking, or maybe possibly you're confused about what your intuition is telling you. So like, you're thinking, oh, that's just my inner dialogue, when actually you're receiving messages that you're missing, because you're thinking, that's just my own thoughts, or that's my inner dialogue, or like you're not realizing that you're actually receiving some intuitive messages, Robin. Ames. Because I mean, like, they're showing me what it's like when I receive an intuitive message and I ignore it, just by showing me some examples of what the consequence has been. So they're showing me like a few consequence of not having listened to my intuition and what it brought. So that's being brought up to me. So for you, I'm feeling like you're receiving messages, or you're working with your intuition, or you're questioning. You're questioning. Thank you. Yes, you're questioning your intuition. You're questioning, is this my intuition, or am I just thinking? Am I just like overthinking? Overthinking. You are overthinking. Okay, thank you, Spirit Guide. So I guess maybe there's some overthinking taking place when it comes to your intuition. Your messages are much more subtle than you're expecting them to be. So you need to look for the subtle messages. It's not going to be like a bam in your face type thing. So you're missing these subtle messages. And I feel like you're like, oh, that's just my thoughts, or I saw this and it made me think this, or, so maybe missing a few subtle. Your intuition, Robin, is going to be is subtle. So what you're receiving is very subtle. It starts out that way for most of us. We're all born intuitive, you guys. We're all born with the ability to be psychic. We are all born this way. Some of us are born with that ability intact. Some of us made a plan to come here and wake up at a certain time. And we do like an outline before we come, pre-birth contract, whatever you want to call it, soul contract. We do like an outline. But because this is a free will realm. Our free will can take us all over the place before it gets us to the spots that we outlined ourselves to be in during this incarnation. Robin, you're at the spot where you are, your higher self, your guides, your higher self is trying to wake up your intuition. It's coming in subtly. So pay attention to all the little subtle nuances, okay? The feeling, I mean, it could be something as little as I'm seeing like a telephone ringing and you're like expecting someone to call you, or you know who it is before you answer. That's probably happening for you because I just saw that. Pay attention to the subtle nuances, Robin. Hi, Xenia. Oh, I love that name. Hi, Xenia. Glad to see you too. Do you want to pick a number? Hi, Laura. Nice to see you. Hope I'm not missing anyone. Okay. So yeah, Laura, Xenia wants 4. Okay. Xenia, that is the coolest name. And Laura, you're welcome, Robin. For whatever reason, they pushed that right through to the front. So that's important. Yes. You guys, I forgot to show you this. This is the Golden Sheen Obsidian. And this is also a snake. Is that not amazing? This was what I gave my husband for Christmas. All right. Okay. Hold on one second. Okay. So there's somebody in here who's having problems with trusting themselves. Hold on one second. I'm calling in my guides and protectors, angels and ancestors of the love and light only, asking for only a connection to the God source energy and asking for angelic protection to be placed around that connection. I only want to converse with higher light beings in this moment, specifically calling in Brandon to help me out. That's my son. Calling in Brandon as my spiritual eyes in this here now moment. Help me help the people, son. Okay. There's somebody here who is, maybe this is you, Robin. It's still coming through. There's somebody here who I'm hearing you don't trust yourself. That's what I'm hearing. You don't trust. I feel like I have to write it down. You don't trust yourself. I don't know who that's for yet. Somebody second guessing themselves. Somebody, they just don't trust themselves. Like, this is probably you, Robin. This is probably you. Because I'm seeing it again, receiving messages, just not trusting it. Okay, I'm going to ask to clear that energy, and I'm going to go ahead and, because I feel like that's it in that message, right? Okay, I'm going to pick a number, guys. I'm going to pick a number. Shellrock, thank you, yes. Okay, 92. We got 92 as the first. Oh, come on. There we go, 92. Let's see who's the closest here. We've got a 99. And the closest one to that is 80. So, or wait. Yeah. Margie, are you 80? Or 86? Because I wrote it down and I can't tell if that's a 0 or a 6. Sorry. Let's see. I think it is going to be, I'm a real ginger. Okay, 80. Let me fix that real quick. Judy. Hi, Judy. I'll get you at 7. Yes. Okay. 99 is I'm a real ginger. That's the closest. Okay. Okay, jokey. Asking to connect with I am a real ginger. Asking to connect with her energy, please. I'm using my divination dice. Kind of felt the need to pull these in today. Fire. Okay. First thing I see, the first thing my eyes go to is the fire. This is the fire element. So this would be like wands and tarot. So this would be like creativity. This would be like your ambition, the things that drive you. Okay. And then we got number 2. This is 2 would be like a partnership. two decisions to make, two directions to go to. Okay. And then we got, oh my gosh, I am blind as a bat, you guys. Hold on one second here. I don't know why I'm struggling to try to see things when I have my glasses right there. We've got the waxing crescent. Okay, so that is a buildup. So what this tells me is that there's work being put in. You're an ambitious individual, a fiery individual. You're very like spitfire. You're very ambitious. You're very fiery. Like if you have a point to make, you're going to make your point. And I'm not necessarily saying that you do it in like a wrong way. But I feel in your energy that you speak very well for yourself. You're very outspoken. Maybe there's a decision that needs to be made with the two. It makes me think that there's either a partnership, a decision that needs to be made about a partnership, something that needs to be created around it, or work that needs to be done on this partnership. With the waxing crescent, that tells me there's a buildup to this. So I'm wondering, let me pull a few cards for you and see if I can get some more info. You know what I'm drawn to for you? I'm drawn to the angels and the ancestors deck, because I feel like there's like some work you're doing, like some specific healing work, some specific, like maybe even you're like exploring like a specific type of divination, specific belief systems. I'm hearing you've got to let go of some stuff. Something's holding you back. Like there's something you're believing in, or something that's holding you down. It might be like you're worried about. I just don't see it in your energy too much that you're worried about what other people think about you. You're very spitfire. You're very like, this is how I am. You got to love me. You don't have a choice. That's what it feels like in your energy. And I feel like people do really, they like you when they meet you. But I don't feel like people would mess with you too much. Okay, let's see. Your card went to the floor. Ooh, the Knight. Be brave and honest. Okay, so when the Knight comes in, this is, sometimes it can be a proposal. Okay, sometimes it can be somebody bringing a proposal to you. And with the two you got, that's a partnership or a choice. So I think that there's going to be something proposed to you. There's going to be a decision that you need to make. You're going to have two different ways to go with it. It's going to require bravery, but I feel like you already have that in your energy. Honesty being pointed out. So when I feel that energy, it feels like being honest with yourself, being truthful and honest, self-acceptance, maybe a little bit concerned about disappointing an individual with a choice you're going to make, or a belief system that you're leaning towards. I don't know if you're exploring some kind of a like new to you form of divinity. If you're stepping up your prayers, working with your angels, working with your guides. It does feel like you're just putting in the work. But it looks like you'll be facing like a kind of a major decision. There's a major decision ahead of you. Some kind of a proposal that may be made. So you may be faced with a choice. And they're saying be brave, be truthful and honest with yourself about it. A lot of time, and it might feel like this Knight energy might feel like somebody coming to save the day, or somebody bringing in some really important news to you. That could be. Okay. Anchor. So these are called sea melodies, and they're just singular energies that I like to kind of wrap up a reading with. So yours is Anchor, and it says on it to keep yourself grounded. So as you go into this decision, as you're moving forward and you have either a proposal or a decision or a choice that you are going to have to make, it's going to require bravery and being honest with yourself. Make sure that you are anchoring your grounding. So doing your meditation, that's so important. I just hope that everybody in here is doing their meditation, but there will be some grounding. So work with red stones, black stones, for grounding energy in your meditation. I'm hearing do not overcomplicate. Okay, so I'm not sure what that means. Just don't overcomplicate the situation. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Yeah. And just make sure that you remain grounded. You may have to repeatedly ground yourself through this situation, especially because in your energy, I do feel like a fiery, like a spitfire, like a fiery individual who, you have no problem at all speaking your mind, sharing your opinions and your beliefs. I think this is going to serve you well in this decision process, but make sure that you're grounding every day. Okay. All right. I hope that helps. I hope that resonated. I've prayed and struggled a lot. I thought I was going to lose my dad with this open heart surgery. I remember you telling me about that. I'm a fiery, spontaneous redhead. You nailed it. I feel that hugely in your energy. So there may be like a major decision, and it might have to do with your dad. There's a decision or a course of action, or you're going to be faced with a fork in the road, or a decision process, or a decision major. Some kind of news is going to come in that's going to put this decision in front of you. And your guides are saying, be really brave, be honest with yourself. It's easy not to be honest. It's easy to lie to ourselves. It's easy to fool our own selves. It's easy to do that. The ego steps in and causes us to do that. Sometimes it's hard for us to admit, you know what, I'm struggling with this situation. I need help. Sometimes it's hard for us to admit, I don't know what to do here, and what I need help. So you know what, when this decision comes up for you and it's time for you to make your choice, really lean on your guides. I'm hearing Jesus. Like Jesus. So talk to Jesus. Jesus will help you, guide you through this major decision. I'm hearing Jesus, which makes me think it might have something to do with your parents. Okay. All right. There we go. So that's that one. I hope that helped you some. Definitely, I think the prayers are big. Yeah. I'm hearing Jesus. So speak to Jesus. Yes. Okay, guys, I'm going to do another one. One thing that I've been doing is I wear my son's clothes. So when I need to be brave, when I need to find courage, when I need to feel close to my son in a physical, human way, one of the things I do is I go put on his clothes. My son is in here. This is an urn necklace. So he's actually in two. He's in two. So he's in both of these. And I don't know why, but I feel like I'm supposed to tell you that there may be some kind of a comforting thing that you do or have, Ginger. There's some kind of a comfort measure, something you do that kind of it's like self-soothing. That's going to come into play as well when you do this. It's like a transition from one state of being to another. It's like a big decision, a big choice, a big fork in the road, and you have to make a big choice. Okay. All right. Okay. Jessie May says, I do that too with my ex clothes. Do you? Yeah. You're welcome, Ginger. You're so welcome, sweetheart. Yeah, for the first couple of weeks, I could easily lose myself standing in my son's closet, just standing there, smelling his clothes. Jessie May says, my boyfriend that passed away. Oh, okay. Okay. So you said ex, so I assumed that meant that you weren't together anymore. So your boyfriend who transitioned. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it helps. It's soothing, it's comforting. and it helps. So, all right, let's pick a new number. Ooh, we got 35. 35. Let's see, who is it? Do we even have any in the 30s? We don't have anyone in the 30s. So let's see. We're going to go to is there a 40? There's a 44, a 47, and then there's a 20. What was the number again? 35. Oh my goodness. Can you guys help me? Roberta Hall is 37. Okay, so that's probably the closest, isn't it? Yeah, that's the closest. Okay, Roberta. How do I not have that written down here? You must have came in after I was writing these down. Let me write you down real quick, Roberta. 37. Okay. Roberta, it's Roberta. Okay, asking to connect with Roberta's guides, please. Here, okay, Roberta, you've got some inner child, some kind of damage, something, an energetic scar from childhood that is really holding you back. Something that you have completely avoided. You fear it. Okay. So the first thing you're going to have to do is try to, how do I explain this? An event that took place in your childhood left a mark on you in a deep way. You have pushed that down in a way and you're like, nope, not dealing with it. Okay. You're going to have to and the reason why you don't want to deal with it is because whenever it comes up, it brings you some kind of a feeling of fear. You're going to have to separate that fear from that situation because you have to address this trauma energetically, because it's kind of like holding your doors shut. This is what they're showing me, like somebody on one side trying to open the door and pulling, and there's someone pulling from the other side. So it's like holding your door shut. So I've worked on inner child stuff myself. And yes, there's a lot of fear attached to it. What I had to do was learn how to acknowledge what I went through, acknowledge the trauma that took place, acknowledge the thing without the fear attached to it. Very hard, takes a lot of work, but that's what's coming through in your energy, is like there's a something holding your doors shut so that you can't move on or move forward. You know what? I did grab the Inner Child Oracle. Well, no wonder. Okay, I was led to this deck. I've got 6 of them here that I was led to today. This was one of them. So this was probably for you. Okay, what's the message? What is the message that I need to share? What is the message for Roberta regarding inner child healing, inner child work, the childhood trauma? It almost feels like an abandonment issue. It almost feels like something that you were left, somebody left you, and you were like so afraid they wouldn't come back. That's kind of what it feels like. Okay. Oh, you got 2. Okay, so the first one is 14, flow with the rhythm. On the bottom, it says, get lost in the rhythm of movement today. So this is absolutely confirmation that there needs to be some movement. There needs to be some forward movement. And that's a good way of putting it. Like if you can just flow through the memory, try to remove or separate the fear, let the fear, acknowledge the fear, but put it over here. Okay. Put it over here and go address your trauma, address the issue. Feel it. You have to let it come up and you have to feel it in order to release it. You have to feel it. So this is saying to go with that flow. There needs to be some movement. So that was card 14, which in numerology is a 5. 5 is forward movement. 5 is change. 5 is action. Okay. The second card is card 13. So you got a 14 and a 13. This could be either moving forward or moving backward, but 14 and 13 are right next to each other. So this is maybe being stuck. Okay. 13 is a backwards going. I had 14 come out first. So 13 is going backwards. So this thing that you're not addressing or dealing with is pulling you backwards. It's keeping you from forward motion. And this says, find your haven. There's a place of wonder waiting just for you. This place of wonder, this is your spiritual growth that's waiting to happen. And letting go or acknowledging, dealing with this childhood situation, trauma. This is what it's going to take for you. That's literally holding your door shut. Yeah. Your guides are wanting you to deal with this. It's necessary for your soul growth. It's like the next step. Okay. Ha! Yes. You got dive. Dive. It's telling you you don't find pearls on the seashore, right? You don't find the pearls on the seashore. You need to dive in. Thank you, spirit guides. That's total confirmation. So there's some inner child healing that needs to take place for you, my dear. Try to acknowledge without the fear attached. If you can just, so when you address this and you go in to the acknowledgement, which means you have to basically relive it in your mind. Remember what happened to the best of your ability, to the biggest detail you can, the most detail you can. Acknowledge this. The more detail you allow yourself to remember and acknowledge and work through, the quicker or the easier or the less likely for it to crop back up again in the future. Okay. If you leave some unaddressed strings attached, it may come back again. Seeing cycles. So when you go to address this situation, I feel like it automatically pulls fear up for you. Like it's a coping mechanism that you've adopted where you just don't want to deal with it. I'm not going to think about it. It didn't happen. If I don't think about it, it didn't happen, or something like that. But it almost feels like an abandonment issue is attached to it as well. Maybe you're afraid that if you speak on this or you address this, that someone might walk away from you. That's kind of energetically coming in. Yeah, but your guides are telling you it's time. It's time to dive in and heal that so that you can move forward and find your pearls. All right? All right. Yes, everybody. Thank you, Jessie May. Thank you. Hi, Lissa. Hello. Do you want to pick a number between 1 and 100? You're welcome, Roberta. You're very welcome. I'm waiting to see if Lissa wants to do a pick a number. Before 61. All right. Do we have 61? We do not. We have 62 and 63. I had a friend in elementary school. Was it elementary school? Maybe 6th grade. I had a friend in 6th grade that had the name Lissa. I don't know if your name is Lissa or Lisa, but that's how my friend Lissa spelled her name, was Lysa. All right, 61. Okay. Seeing rabbit hutches, rabbit cages, rabbit hutches, like rabbits, little rabbits in cages. That's kind of random. Lisa. Oh, is that how you say it? Lisa? Okay. Okay. Mama Bear's here? Mama Bear. Hi, Mama Bear. Ah, I'm so happy to see you. Yes, I'm so glad you made it. I'm so glad you made it. I literally did this live at 3 o'clock at 3 o'clock my time, hoping that you would be able to make it and it wouldn't be like middle of the night. Because I know you, Deb, you will get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to moderate for me. I'm so happy you're here. Do you want to pick a number? It's midnight. See? I knew it. I knew it. I've got the numbers, sister, so you don't got to write them down if you don't want to, honey. But if you want to pick a number, 28. All right. 28. Let me make sure we didn't have that one already. That's all right. 28 is yours. Fantastic. Let's pick another number. I don't know if that's going to show. Dang it. I was going to show you guys a picture of my son. It's probably going to be too hard for you guys to see. I don't know. Oh, of course it shut right off. Sorry. I was trying to show you guys a picture of my son. Okay. Ooh, we got 96. I think we have that number. Do we? No, we do not have 96. Okay. Why did I think that? I think 80 is the closest. Is it Margie? Is it 80? Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Jesse. It's really hard. We have 90. We have 90. Where's 90? I don't see 90. Okay, who's 90? I missed that one. I'm so happy to be here, Mama Bear. Okay, I'm not sure who is 90. But we've got Margie at 80. Okay, I don't see a 90. I do see an 80 though, and I don't think there's one higher than that. So I think it's Miss Margie. Yeah, Miss Margie. All right, I am asking to connect with Miss Margie's guides. Somebody you're taking care of? Somebody you're providing care for? Seeing somebody laying in a bed, being like they're being nursed, are you nursing someone? Like, caring for someone, providing care for someone, taking care of someone, like health-wise, seeing an older person laying in a bed. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Somebody laying in a bed that you took care of or are taking care of or took care of. I'm seeing like nursing somebody or taking care of somebody in a bed. So whoever this person is that you were taking care of, they're coming through. Their energy's coming through. It's like a gratitude, like a feeling of like, thank you. Like that was a lot for one person. And you were a rock star at it. Like this huge, deep gratitude. Like it wasn't easy. Maybe this was a difficult individual or whatever he was dealing with was very hard, was complicated or difficult, emotional. Okay. So like it was emotionally difficult. Okay. This person's coming through. Gratitude. This person's waiting for you. Okay, so like they're waiting for you. This person's waiting for you. This will be the person that greets you or helps you with your transition. I feel like you'll have like a group of people, Margie, that'll be waiting for you, like a big family of people. But this individual is like, I'm, this is how I pay you back. This is how I show my gratitude is I will be there like to help you when it is your turn to transition. Not that that's going to happen anytime soon, because I don't think so. This is just this person coming through with a lot of gratitude saying, I'll be paying you back in this way. Okay. Margie, do you do dream work? Do you record your dreams? Do you have like a dream journal? I'm seeing my own dream journal. Maybe you're being encouraged to dream journal. I feel like maybe you're going to receive some downloads, upgrades, inner knowing. I'm hearing clairsentience. This is a knowing, a downloading in your dream, in your sleep state. And so these are going to come in and it's going to seem like dreams, but the messages will be within your dreams. People visit you in your dreams too, your loved ones. Okay. I tried, but don't remember much of them. It also might be my mom. I feel like your mom will be there as well to try to, like, you have a group of individuals that are have gratitude for the way the dynamics of the relationships you had when they were in their bodies. So like you had good relationships with these people and they trusted you and they believed in you and you were, it was solid, steady relationship. Like you were the one they could depend on, to count on. And so this is like this is actually a man. I feel it's a masculine energy in his latest incarnation, feeling extreme gratitude. Like, I got to pay you back. Like it's maybe even a pre-birth contract. Was that you guys, he would wait for you, or whoever went first would wait for the other. That's kind of a feeling I'm kind of getting. So he's like, okay, well, it was me. I went first. So like, I'm going to be right here waiting for you. Also too, that person, that energy is with you a lot. Okay. Maybe, I'm seeing buttons, like maybe if you find buttons, either that's buttons or coins or probably buttons. For whatever reason, I'm being shown buttons. So let me take these off here. Okay. You thought you would go before him. Oh, he was 39? That was hard. Okay. It was complicated. It was a lot of work. It was a lot. And you were there and you were like the rock. Okay, they're showing me a huge rock. Okay, so you were like the rock for this person when they were going through this. Okay. This energy is around you a lot. This energy is around you a lot. I'm seeing lights flickering. Like, I don't know if you have lights that flicker in your house. He uses the electricity to get your attention. I'm seeing, okay, this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the numbers on a microwave clock blinking. So I don't know. But I am seeing like the numbers blinking. So I don't know if your clock resets itself or somehow gets turned off or something like that. But I'm seeing, hi, Lady Divine. Hi. So happy to see you. He had a collection of buttons. Are you kidding me? That is so funny. Okay. Yeah. He's showing me buttons. I don't know if you found buttons, like you come up on them somehow, or you come across them, or like you're looking through his belongings and you found some rare buttons that almost look like coins, kind of, with maybe like a crest, or seeing like what looks like kind of like a combination between a dragon and a falcon. on a button, like a metal button. Or a cufflink. Yes, yes. Thank you. What a lovely day. That could be a cufflink. Yes. Okay. See, I'm not real familiar with cufflinks, but I know what that is, but definitely it's seeing buttons. Yeah, I'm seeing the numbers blinking. So I don't know if you experience like issues with your electricity, lights blinking, your clock resetting itself, or going to 12. Because I'm seeing 12, 12, just blinking over and over and over, 12, 12, which in numerology is a 3, which is your circle of support. That's your guides. Okay, I'm going to grab a card for you, okay? Let me grab a card for you out of the Shaman's Dream. I feel like that you receive your clairsentience or you receive your messages in sleep, in your dreams. You should be writing down your dreams. You should be, absolutely. And if you're having a hard time remembering your dreams when you wake up, set the intention before you go to bed. So as you're going to bed, and everybody should be doing this as we're clearing our energy to go to sleep, we should be setting our intentions. I want to remember my dreams when I wake up. I want to be aware of whatever work I'm doing in my sleep state. You got to set those intentions. I would like to remember my dreams to the best of my ability when I wake up. And then you have to you have to carry through with that. So setting that intention means that that's where that energy is going to go. So if you don't wake up and record, and even if you can only remember colors, how you're feeling when you first woke up, bits and pieces, write it down. The more you do that, the more often you do that, the more you'll remember, the more you'll retain. But always set the intention that I want to be aware of what I'm dreaming. I want to be aware of the important messages that are coming in my dreams. Help me remember the important parts. Like, set the intention. Absolutely. Okay. I'm on fire. Thank you, bestie. Yeah, I definitely spiritually feel stronger. It's weird. I feel stronger, but I also feel sad, which kind of holds my vibe down a little bit. You can feel sad without letting it pull your vibe down. I'm just learning this. This is new for me. I feel like this person, Margie, is leaving buttons or leaving for specific, like, pay attention when you see the lights blink, when you come up on something weird that's out of the norm, like a clock resetting itself or a drawer open. These are the things I'm saying. Or a cabinet open or something. If you come up on something that you can't quite explain, pay attention to what you're thinking in that moment, what's happening in your life in that moment. There's specific reasons that these messages are coming through in the time that they are. Okay. I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune. That's what tells me that. Okay. All right. What can I share? Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay. So you got card number 44, which is an angel number. 44 is home, family, structure, root chakra. Yeah. So this is your home. Okay. The words on the card is perfect storm. The courage to step into life. Okay. I'm going to read that for you out of the book. For me, when I hear the perfect storm, what that feels energetically is like to me is like a lot of things coming at you at once. Like a lot of decisions that need to be made, a lot of thought processes, a lot of choices, a lot of memories, a lot of so a lot coming. So I'm wondering if you're not receiving a lot in your dreams and you just aren't catching it, or if you already know and you're already okay, let me read this. Perfect storm. The courage to step into life. We've got 44.